Imagine building an entire city on top of the ocean. No natural foundation. No solid ground. Just sand, rock, and one impossible dream. In the early 2000s, Dubai set out to create something the world had never seen before. A giant palm tree-shaped island stretching into the Persian Gulf. Today, Palm Jumeirah is home to luxury villas, five-star resorts, and some of the most expensive real estate on Earth. From above, it looks like a masterpiece of engineering. But beneath the glamorous skyline and crystal-clear waters lies a question that has sparked debate for years. Is Palm Jumeirah slowly losing its battle against nature? The island was built using millions of tons of dredged sand and rock. Unlike natural land, every inch of Palm Jumeirah was artificially created. Critics warned from the beginning that the ocean would constantly try to reclaim what humans had taken from it. Over time, reports of erosion, environmental concerns, and rising sea levels fueled speculation that the iconic island could one day face serious problems. Some headlines even suggest that Palm Jumeirah is on the verge of collapse. But how much of that is fact, and how much is exaggeration? To understand the truth, we must look beneath the surface and uncover the hidden challenges facing one of the world's most ambitious construction projects. Palm Jumeirah may appear solid and permanent, but maintaining an artificial island is a never-ending challenge. Every second of every day, waves, tides, currents, and wind apply pressure to its shores. Unlike natural islands that evolved over thousands of years, Palm Jumeirah was built in just a few years. That means engineers must constantly monitor how the island responds to the forces of nature. One of the biggest concerns is erosion. Ocean currents gradually move sand away from shorelines. Even tiny changes can accumulate over time, altering the shape of the island. To prevent this, maintenance crews regularly inspect and reinforce vulnerable areas. Another challenge is land settlement. When massive amounts of sand are deposited in one location, the ground slowly compresses under its own weight. This process can continue for years after construction is complete. Engineers anticipated this issue and designed the island with stabilization systems, but settlement remains something that requires constant monitoring. Then there's the crescent-shaped breakwater that surrounds Palm Jumeirah. This enormous barrier protects the island from powerful waves and storms. Without it, the island would be far more vulnerable to erosion. However, maintaining such a structure is a massive undertaking. If sections weaken or deteriorate, repairs must be made quickly. Despite these challenges, experts generally agree that Palm Jumeirah is not suddenly sinking. Instead, it faces the same reality as any major coastal project. Survival depends on constant maintenance and adaptation. While erosion is a concern, another threat looms far beyond Dubai's coastline. Rising sea levels. Around the world, climate change is causing oceans to gradually rise. Scientists have spent years studying how increasing temperatures affect ice sheets, glaciers, and ocean expansion. For coastal cities, the implications are enormous. Palm Jumeirah sits only a few meters above sea level in many locations. Even small increases in ocean height can increase flooding risks over time. Higher sea levels can also amplify storm surges and place additional pressure on protective infrastructure. Although the Persian Gulf is relatively sheltered compared to open oceans, climate change remains a long-term challenge. Engineers must consider what conditions could look like not just 10 years from now, but 50 or even 100 years into the future. Future adaptation could require stronger seawalls, upgraded drainage systems, and additional shoreline reinforcement. These improvements are possible, but they come at a significant cost. Critics argue that artificial islands may require increasing amounts of investment as environmental conditions change. Supporters counter that modern engineering is more than capable of addressing these challenges. For now, Palm Jumeirah remains protected and functional. Yet rising seas serve as a reminder that no coastal development is immune to the forces shaping our planet. The real challenge is not what happens tomorrow. It's what happens over the coming decades as environmental pressures continue to evolve. The concerns surrounding Palm Jumeirah aren't limited to engineering. Environmental impacts have also been the subject of intense discussion. Creating the island required moving enormous amounts of sand and rock from the seabed. This process altered marine habitats and changed natural water circulation patterns throughout the area. Some researchers observed that the island's protective breakwater affected how water moved around the coastline. Reduced circulation in certain areas raised concerns about water quality and marine ecosystems. In response, engineers modified sections of the breakwater to improve water exchange and maintain healthier conditions. Over the years, monitoring programs have tracked environmental changes in and around the island. Supporters argue that new habitats have formed and that environmental management efforts have helped reduce long-term impacts. Critics maintain that large artificial islands inevitably disrupt natural systems and require ongoing intervention. Regardless of which side of the debate is correct, one thing is clear. Palm Jumeirah is not simply a collection of buildings sitting on land. It is an active engineering system that depends on continuous maintenance and environmental management. Every shoreline, seawall, and drainage network plays a role in keeping the island functional. As the years pass, balancing luxury development with environmental sustainability will become increasingly important. The future of Palm Jumeirah depends not only on engineering expertise but also on how effectively these environmental challenges are addressed. So, is Palm Jumeirah really about to collapse? The short answer is no. Despite sensational headlines and dramatic social media claims, there is currently no evidence suggesting that the island faces an imminent catastrophic failure. Most experts agree that Palm Jumeirah remains structurally stable. The confusion often comes from misunderstanding how artificial islands work. Projects like Palm Jumeirah require ongoing maintenance. Shorelines must be monitored. Protective structures must be inspected. Environmental conditions must be managed. These requirements are not signs of failure. They are part of normal operations for large-scale coastal developments. Palm Jumeirah was designed by experienced engineers using advanced surveying techniques and extensive modeling. Since construction was completed, monitoring programs have continued to assess the island's performance. That doesn't mean there are no risks. Long-term concerns such as climate change, sea level rise, infrastructure aging, and environmental pressures remain important factors. However, these are challenges that engineers actively plan for and manage. The reality is far less dramatic than many viral stories suggest. Palm Jumeirah is not disappearing into the ocean. Nor is it guaranteed to last forever without maintenance. Instead, it represents an ongoing test of human engineering against the forces of nature. Its future will depend on continued investment, innovation, and careful planning. Whether Palm Jumeirah thrives for centuries or faces new challenges in the future, one thing is certain. Its legacy as one of the most extraordinary construction projects in history is already secure.